How to start Shopify dropshipping. So in this video, I'll be guiding you step by step and showing you examples on how to exactly start Shopify dropshipping. So let's start. So one of the first things you need to do before we can even start is have a Shopify account if you don't have one, right? So if you don't have one, no worries. You can actually click the link in the description below to sign up and get a 3-day free trial where you don't have to enter a credit card. And if you still want to continue using that same account, you can still use Shopify for $1 for the next 3 months. All right. So once you've clicked the link in the description below to create your account, right? One of the first things you're gonna need to do for dropshipping on Shopify is find products to sell, right? So I want to share with you 3 great ways that you can start to use that are free that you could do research to find products to sell. So first, you want to check out TikTok, right? You can open the TikTok app, right, and search for products that are going viral, right? Or search for products that other people are selling that you maybe did not have an idea about, and to give you that inspiration of what maybe industry you want to sell in, right? So maybe you want to sell in the pet industry, or you want to sell, you know, viral products only, or maybe you want to sell in the boring business where like you're selling filters, for example, right? So one of the important things is that you want to focus mostly on boring products, or like pet products, air filters, things that people actually like. Because if you focus too much on viral products, right, then you're gonna have a problem where the virality is going to end, right? And so then you're gonna have to go back to step one and find other products to sell, and you're gonna be in that circle like maybe let's say every 30 days, right? And you don't want to be in that place. You want to be in a place where you're selling constantly that same boring product and generating income, right? Next, you're going to want to use Google Trends, right? So Google Trends is a free tool that allows you to see what people are actually searching for on Google, right? And so let's try to do something like, let's do sleep, right? Sleep deprivation, right? Maybe that's an area we want to focus. You want to change the filter to United States, right? Because that's a bigger market. You want to change this to 2004 until present, right? And then from here, you can see that it's been going up, right, in search. So this is good news for you, right, and me. So if I wanted to focus on the industry of sleep deprivation, right, I have an idea of, okay, I want to be in this business area. So what are products I can sell in that industry, right? So sleep mask, sleep supplements, right? It could be maybe blackout curtains, right? Apps, right, in the sleep industry as well, right? So, so just something to like get your head rolling, right? Of what are products that you could sell in which industry, right? Another great place that you can go ahead and use to locate ideas of what you might want to sell, right, is use marketplaces, right? So go on Amazon and look at bestsellers. Go on Etsy, right? So you can go on Etsy like this, right, and see what people are actually buying. Like, let's say I want to sell things from my dog, right? I might want to go here, right, and see what are people buying, right? And then from here as well, once it's here, I'll be able to see popular products, right, that people are buying and that I might be interested in. Maybe I want to sell something like a hat for my dog, right, or a hot dog, a plush toy, right? So these again are just examples of how you can do your research and see what people are actually buying on different platforms so that you can have an idea of what you can sell as well when you're doing Shopify dropshipping, right? So now that, let's say, we've done our research, right, and I want to be in the pet business, right? I want to sell things for my pet, right? So next we're going to need to locate a vendor, right, to connect to our Shopify store, right? So this is, for example, AliExpress or Alibaba, right? Those are vendors that fulfill the logistics of shipping the product to your customer, right? So to do this, you're gonna go ahead and download DSERS, right? So if we go to it right here, I'm gonna close these two. So you're gonna want to download this free app from the Shopify App Store, right? And then you're gonna want to click install. I already have it installed, so we're gonna go ahead and open it. All right, so once you've successfully connected it to your store, right, which will take you less than 5 minutes and it's really easy to do, right, you'll have access to the marketplace of DSR or Alibaba, right? And you'll have thousands and thousands of products that you can sell from DSR, right, without having any, without having to actually have the product in stock in your own location, right? So we can see here we have pet lifestyle. So I know that I want to be in the pet business, right? I want to sell things for my pet. So let's find one product that I want to sell, right? So it might be this collar harness, right? Or this parka, right, for the dog, right? I can switch here and we should be able to see pet supplies. Now here you'll be able to, now here we're just looking, like we did our research, right, on TikTok, Google Trends, right, on Etsy, on other marketplaces, right? And we want to add, let's say, let's say we want to sell this cool like Batman mask, right? So what we're gonna do here is check this box right here. And once you check this box, you're gonna see the option right here to add to import list. Select add to import list. You don't have to download that Google Chrome extension, right? I don't have it downloaded. And so now it's adding to my import list. All right, so now it should have been added. So to confirm, we're gonna go back to our main menu. And then we're gonna go ahead to import list. And there it is. So now what we're gonna do is push this to the store. And it's very easy, right? You just want to confirm things that you want to connect to the right store. You can always confirm the store domain by coming to settings here on the bottom left, and you'll be able to match it right here. So once we know it's the right one, we're gonna go ahead and push to store. And there's the loading, right? That's being pushed. Okay, so now it's pushed. So to confirm, we could go to products here on Shopify, and there it is. There is our very first product. We could start selling this product, and we don't actually own, like I don't have that product in stock here, right? It's somewhere, like the vendor has it. So when somebody checks out from my store, the vendor's gonna take care of the shipping and everything, and all I have to do is just market, keep marketing this item to sell. All right. So now that we've added a product, right, using DSR, right, again, you'll have the link in the description below so you guys can go download it. We're gonna need to go ahead and customize our online store, right? So let's go ahead and do that right now. So to customize our online store, you're gonna click online store on the bottom left here. Right, so now we have our online store here, right? And as you can see here, I had an example here of what it could look like. So we're gonna go ahead and just locate a new theme that we can use to sell our dog mask, right? So I'm going to use the free themes here and explore free themes, right? And just show you guys what it could look like. And we're going to use Dawn for this one. All right, so now that we have Dawn here, you could go ahead and view demo if you want. This is a great option just to let you see how the look and feel of this theme will look like, right? And if you're happy with the theme, you can just go ahead and click try theme. And when you select try theme, it's installing it now to your Shopify store. Okay, so now it should have been installed now. So now you see it's installed under draft themes. What this means is that you can make any changes to the themes under draft themes and it will not affect the main theme that I have right here, right? So let's go ahead and click edit theme. So once you click edit theme, you'll be welcome to the theme editor inside your Shopify store, right? And here you'll be able to make changes of how the store will look and feel for your store, right? So to make changes, right, all you need to do is select where you want to make those changes, right? And you can do that wherever the blue box is highlighted, right? So if I wanted to make changes to the header, I could go ahead and click like this, and then on the right you'll see the options to make changes to this to the header option here, right? So maybe I want to change the menu to a drawer style, right? And make other changes, like the logo position will be in the top center now, right? So these are just small things that you could do when you're setting up your store for the very first time, right? So let's go ahead and add and make changes to our product. So as you can see here, it's already showing the product, right, in feature collections and feature products. We're gonna go ahead and make some changes and remove this, and we're gonna add a section. We're gonna add products here, not the feature, oh yes, this one, and then we're gonna select our product, and there it is, right? And as you can see here, you know, somebody could just go ahead and add this item to cart now, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and make changes to our banner, explore free images. Let's go ahead and see if we can find any dog photos here. Amazing. So we're gonna just click select here. Boom. So we have some images here, right? So then we're gonna make changes to our text, right? You can just go ahead and click, and you'll have the option here to like browse. Right? And maybe here I want to change the button to be like, you know, not shop all, but view all. And if I wanted to, I could view all products, right? Or maybe I wanted to, like, if I was selling a specific product, maybe the glasses, and I had the product, then I'll link it differently, right? And select the products page, right? And not select all products, but select, like, let's say the dog glasses if I had that, right? So let's go ahead and make save. So now that you've saved it, you can go ahead and see how it's going to look and feel, right? When you click here, products, default, right? We can see the product right here, right? So what I like about DSR, right, is that they add the images and title, right? We can make changes to the title, right? You can do that by just going to products and just click on it and make changes, right? So like I would like just fix this, right? So like I'll review it. Oops, I did not want to delete. So I'll remove a lot of this, right? Remove this, keep it really short, and I would leave the masks on here, right? So like maybe this here, this here, save. And you could go ahead and refresh it. Well, yeah, we saved it here, so that's good. We'll go ahead and refresh it, and we'll see the changes made right in the theme editor. Here we go. And as you can see, the images are changed, right? I would remove, of course, I'll make changes, right? I'll clean it up before I even like go live. That's something that you'll want to do. Of course, it's like update the description, right? Remove the images and description when using DSR, right? The next thing I would do is make changes to the theme itself, right? So like the colors, click colors here and change the schema markup to the gray here, schema 2 now, right? And that would be something I would want to do. So let's go ahead, let's see if it works. Schema, and see, we could change the color, but for some reason it's not making the changes here. If you make the changes here, it will apply to all the store, right? But for some reason it's not working. So let's go ahead and click save. So let's say we're happy with the theme, right? And we're happy with design, but we need to add pages, right? We only have a home page. We don't have a product page. We don't have the about us or contact us. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So you're gonna click exit here. And what we're gonna do is go to pages. So once you click pages, you'll see the option to add page right here. And let's go ahead and add a product page, right? Visible. We're gonna add a about us page visible again, right? I have some fake about us documents that we can use for this, right? So let's go ahead and add it here. And we're gonna go ahead and create another page, and we're gonna go ahead and go do a contact us page here. Contact us. Again, you could go to ChatGPT and like have some change this to visibility to have some text, right? To create the text for you. All right, so now that we did this, right? We have our product page, we have our about us, we have our contacts page. Let's go ahead and see if we can add it. To do that, we're gonna go to content, go to main menu here, main menu, and you're gonna add the page here. So we're gonna add product, and we're gonna select the product, right? The next thing we're gonna need to do is go to about us, pages, about us. The next we're gonna do contact us, pages again, and contact us, right? And because its visibility is what's visible, you want to make sure we're able to add it. Let's go ahead and save. All right, so now it's saved, and to confirm if it's added, you could just click this eyeball here, and it should add. Well, I'm using I didn't make it the other one. Let's go ahead to my store. We could go ahead and just preview here. All right, and if we click the hamburger icon here, there it is. And if we click it, it'll take us to the right page that we need to go. And so it was really easy to add these pages when you're customizing your online store. Again, when you're starting out dropshipping on Shopify, you don't really need to do a lot of customization, right? You just need to have a single product and push customers to your store, right, to checkout. All right, so now that we made changes to our online store, right, the next thing you're gonna wanna do is set up payments. You need to start accepting payments, and the only way to do that is to set up payments. So go on the bottom left here and click settings. Once you click settings, you're gonna wanna go ahead and go to payments. And here you'll have the option to set up Shopify payments right here. So it's very simple and easy, right? If your country does not support Shopify payments, no worries. You can actually check out this free link from Shopify itself that you're allowed to enter your country, right? So like let's write Canada, and you'll be able to see every single payment gateway that it's supported. Let's say if I couldn't use Shopify payments for some reason, I can use all these instead, right? All right, so once you set up Shopify payments, right, you want to go ahead and set up additional payment method. This will allow you to provide your customers with more options on how they get checkout, right? And it can be helpful to generate those extra incomes. Next, you want to go to shipping and delivery. So you want to make sure you have your shipping and delivery set up correctly. To do this, go to general profile. And then once you're here, once you have DSR, it'll do this connection automatically, so you don't have to worry about this. And you just want to make sure you have the correct market set up correctly in your markets page instead of Shopify, right? So right now, if a US customer locates my store and they want to try to add the dog mask to the checkout, they will not be able to because I don't have market set up correctly inside the United States. And so Shopify is not going to allow the customer to add to cart. But if a Canadian customer visits my store, they will be able to visit and be able to successfully check out because I have shipping included already with the shipping rates here, so that Shopify knows how much it should charge for shipping, right? All right, so once you've set up perfectly your shipping and delivery setup, right, you want to go ahead and set up your domain, right? For this, you can either connect an existing domain if you have one available, right? Or you could buy a new domain within Shopify itself, or you could buy one using Hostinger. I'll have a link in the description below, so you guys could get a better deal than having to buy one within Shopify domain, right? And so this will just make your store look a lot more professional when you have a domain name instead of having your store have the default Shopify domain, right, inside of Shopify. All right, so once you've set up your domain, right, you're gonna want to download a few apps, and these are the apps I'm gonna recommend when you're starting out when you're doing dropshipping on Shopify, right? So one of them is gonna be Shopify Flow and Shopify Inbox, right? So if you go to Shopify Flow here, right, you're gonna want to download this because this will allow you to create automations for your Shopify store, right? So you'll be able to create a ton of automations, and the best part is there's already so much templates that you could just click the recover abandon and it already pre-build it for you. And all you need to do is just make some changes and the design changes on the email, and that's it, right? And so this will allow you to create automations to generate those sales that when customers maybe don't complete checkout, or maybe they do and you want to send them a thank you email, you'll be able to do all this within with Shopify Flow. The other app you're going to want to download, of course, is messaging. And so messaging is really important, right? Because it will allow you to send emails to your customer, right? So if you have, new products that you're adding, or there's an update that you want customers to take, that you want to let your customers know, you'll be able to do this with Shopify messaging as well. Right? And then one of the few next apps you're gonna want to download is Shopify Inbox, right? Is to allow you to create a chat-based widget right on your store, so customers will be able to message you if they have any questions, and you'll be able to create automated responses as well for commonly asked questions, which is really helpful. And then the last app you're going to want to download is Shopify Spy, right? So this is a great tool if you located another Shopify store that you really want to copy, right? You want to see what their best seller is. You'll be able to see all that when you download Shopify Spy. You'll be able to review winning products of what they're selling, right? You'll be able to see what's trending. You'll even be able to see what theme they're using, right? So that maybe you like a theme and you want to copy it, you'll be able to see what theme, and you'll be able to add that theme to your store as well once you know what theme it is, right? Again, I'll have the link for this one in the description below. All right, so once you've downloaded a few of those apps, right, to get started, right, the next thing you're going to want to do is just review certain things in your store, right? So you want to review pages before going live just to make sure they're all working how you expect, right? Because the last thing you want to do is you spend either money on ads or organic, and then customers are landing in your Shopify store, but something is broken, right? And that's the last thing you want to do. So you want to make sure that everything is set up properly, right? You want to test the checkout process. You want to review how it looks on mobile as well, right? That's really important because most of your customers are going to be buying on mobile, right? You want to connect your domain, enable payments, right? And just publish your store. And to do that, right, you can go to preferences, and you'll be able to remove the password, right? You'll be able to click remove password, and customers will be able to access your online store. So that's it for now, and I hope this video has been helpful. If you guys have any questions, comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.